Hi, I'm Greta. Welcome to Wavy Yoga. Thanks for joining me. I'm a dynamic mindfulness and restorative yoga teacher, and I mostly teach in person, but I've prepared this short class to share with you so you can get an idea of what it's like to practice with me. This is going to be more in the dynamic mindfulness style, so we're going to be flowing slowly and gently and paying attention to the body and the breath. You won't need anything for this practice, just your mat, but if you do like to practice with blocks, pillows, cushions, blankets, get whatever you need to make yourself comfortable. We'll meet on the mat in a comfortable cross-legged seat, sitting up on a block if you want, and begin to just drop in. Let's close the eyes to start. And just check in with yourself, take note of how your breath is, if it's shallow, if it's deep. Without changing it, just observe. We're going to take a couple of rounds of deep inhales through the nose and exhales out the mouth now together. Inhaling. Exhale, let go. One more time, inhaling. And let go. Coming back now to the natural rhythm of breath in and out the nose. You can flutter the eyes open now. You're going to bring your hands behind you with your fingertips facing the front of the mat. And you're going to plant your feet down in front of you about mat width apart. And we're just going to open up into the hips now, knocking over the knees to the left and knock them over to the right. And just windshield wiping your knees, your legs side to side. A couple more times each way. And come back to center. You can find yourself back in your cross-legged seat, sitting up nice and tall. Inhale, reach the arms up above you, interlace the fingers, flip the palms to face up. Stretching up tall, crown of the head is long, spine is long. And exhale, release. Inhale, reach the arms up again. This time, as you exhale, bring your right hand onto your left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find a twist. Inhaling back up to center, reach the arms up. This time, left hand on the right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen your twist. Inhaling back to center, reach the arms up. Exhale again, over to the left side, right hand, left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. One last time, over to the right side, left hand onto your right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, coming back to center, reach the arms up one more time. And this time, plant the hands out in front of you, roll over your shins, and find yourself in a tabletop position. So on all fours, just making sure that your wrists are under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And let's flow through some cat-cows. So inhale, drop the belly, open the chest. Exhale, tucking your tailbone under, flex the spine, look at your belly button. Inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, around the spine, press into the ground. Continue in your cat-cow and find your own rhythm. One more time in each pose. And find your neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees off the floor, shift your hips up and back, and find your first downward facing dog. In your down dog, you can pedal out your feet and walk your dog. Take a moment to find stillness. And make sure that your fingers are spread out in front of you, pressing into the hands, pressing into your feet, bringing your belly towards your thighs, and you can bend your knees. It's okay if your heels come off the floor. Relax your head and neck. You can shake your head side to side a couple of times. You can nod your head, just releasing. And from here, we're going to walk the feet up toward the hands, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway to a flat spine, hands onto your shins. Exhale, release completely into your forward fold, release the head. You can grab onto opposite elbows now. Again, making sure that your belly is coming towards your thighs. You can bend your knees as much as you need to find a complete release here in this ragdoll position. And you can sway your elbows from side to side. Releasing the elbows, we're going to slowly unravel to come to stand up. So vertebra by vertebra coming up very slowly. Your neck and your head will come up last. And finding your mountain pose, rolling the shoulders back a couple of times. Come to stand at the top of your mat. Feet hip width apart. Soften into the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up, upward salute. Exhale, folding over the legs. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Plant the hands down. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. In your down dog, you're going to move your right foot a little bit closer to the left foot so it's more towards the midline. And on an inhale, you're going to reach your left leg up and back for a three-legged dog. Bend the knee and open the hip. You can make circles with the ankle going one way. Change the direction of your circles. Find stillness. And bring your knee towards your nose, shifting forward. Step the foot in between the hands, drop the back knee down. You can actually keep the back toes tucked. And then inhale, reach the arms up. From here, we're going to bring the left hand onto the lower back with the left fingertips facing down. We're going to flip that right palm to face the back of the room, chest faces forward. Nice long spine here. And if you'd like, you can gently find more extension in the spine for a gentle back bend in your modified or evolved reverse warrior. Exhale, bringing the right hand down under your shoulder. Inhale, reach the left arm up and open for a simple twist. Exhale, release the hand down, frame the foot with the hands. Lift the back knee off the floor, stepping back to your downward facing dog. Breathe in your down dog. From here, you're going to bring your left foot a little bit closer to the right so it's more towards the midline. And inhale, reach the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and open the hip. You can make circles again with your ankle. Change the direction of your circles. And on an exhale, bring your knee towards your nose and slowly step the foot in between the hands. Drop the back knee down. Keep your toes tucked. Open the chest to look forward, engaging your left glute. Find stability here. Inhale, reach the arms up. Now you're going to bring your right hand onto your lower back with the fingertips facing down. Left palm faces the back of the room. Chest grows tall. And if you'd like, you can find a gentle back bend here for your modified revolved reverse warrior. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Reach the right arm up to the sky, opening the chest to the side for a simple twist. And exhale, frame the foot with the hands. Lift the back knee, step back to downward facing dog. And drop the knees now onto the ground. Drop the belly, open the chest. Untuck the toes, exhale, shift the hips back toward the heels. Come down to a child's pose. Rest your forehead on the ground for a moment. Now we're going to tuck the toes again. Come forward through cow, so dipping that belly down, opening the chest. And exhale, push back, hips come up and back into your downward facing dog. And breathing here, we're going to this time step the right foot a little bit more towards the midline, closer to the left foot. Inhale, reach the left leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, bring the knee toward the left wrist. Plant that knee behind the left wrist and sliding down to come into your half pigeon. And in this pigeon, we're going to stay nice and tall in the chest. And just make sure that your left heel is touching your right hip. So you want to keep a nice diagonal line with that front leg. And avoid bringing your shin parallel to the short end of the mat. And with the chest nice and tall, you can really start to bring your attention to your lower body. So wherever your legs are touching the ground, see if you can push further into the ground, kind of counteracting that force of gravity and activating your pigeon. Tucking the back toes under, lifting to step back into your downward facing dog. Take a moment to reset here. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth to let go. One more time, inhale through the nose, out the mouth, let go. And breathing there in your downward dog. This time, bringing your left foot a little bit closer to the right. Inhale, reach your right leg up and back. Three-legged dog, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, bring your knee towards your right wrist. Plant the knee down behind the right wrist. And sliding down to find your half pigeon. Again, making sure that your right heel touches your left hip. Keep the chest lifted. And I encourage you now to press into the ground with the points of your legs that are touching the mat so you can add some resistance to the gravity and activate your pigeon. From your pigeon, you're just gonna drop over onto your right bum cheek and swing that left leg out in front of you. So we're gonna find a Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. So bring the soles of your feet to touch out in front of you, creating a diamond shape with the legs. And the further out your feet are from your torso, the less intense you will feel this posture. The further in towards you bring them, the more intensely you will feel it. Here, finding your distance that you choose that's right for you, and bring your hands onto your shins so you can pull your chest out forward, lengthening the spine. So that you can release your shins and start walking your hands out behind you. You can slowly bring your elbows onto the mat and find your way to completely lay down, still with your soles of the feet touching in this Supta Baddha Konasana. You can bring one hand onto the belly, slowing down now, paying attention to the movement of the belly that occurs with the breath. Letting go of the belly. Bring your hands onto the outside of your thighs just to lightly support you as you bring your knees back up, feet planted on the ground. And here you can bring your feet out mat width apart so that your knees knock into each other. Resting here for a moment. And you can now rest your arms out alongside of you with the palms facing up, fingers are relaxed. Your knees can straighten out now, and you can dramatically release your legs sliding out in front of you to come to lay down fully. And let's do that a couple more times to really release into the lower body and just fully melt into the ground. One more time. So we find our Shavasana. Fully relaxing now into the earth. And just making sure that Your forehead is relaxed. Your jaw is released. Your eyes are relaxing into their sockets. And take that relaxation that you've created, starting from your head, and scan it down all the way to the tips of your toes, releasing any last bits of tension that you might be holding on to. Consciously and actively relaxing your physical body in Shavasana. Slowly beginning to deepen the breath. You can give your fingers and your toes a wiggle. Circles with the wrists and the ankles. Gently coming back into the body. Give yourself a nice stretch, reaching the arms overhead, stretching your legs out. Drawing the knees in towards you and just rolling over onto one side, resting on your side, taking your time with your eyes closed to come and find your comfortable seat again. You can keep your eyes closed in your cross-legged seat right where we started. Roll your shoulders back a couple of times. And one last time, just notice how your body is feeling, how your breath is. How's the rhythm of your breath? How's the depth of your breathing? Without judging, just notice and then let go. Fluttering the eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you have any feedback, any questions, feel free to get in touch. I'll put my contact details below. Otherwise, you can always contact me or find out more through my website, wavy.yoga. Thanks again.